So it's day 9. Obviously you would have seen from yesterday's video that we're back. Well, we're back in the UK. We're in Essex at the minute, and now we're going to be travelling up to Warwickshire this morning. It's quite early, it's before 8, just because I want to be back, well, for a few reasons. Got some meetings this afternoon. My laptop actually can't really edit these videos, the one I use for those meetings, so I have another one that's good for editing, so I can do those and upload those as well quicker if I get back quicker. And yeah, it just means that obviously once we're there we can relax a bit more, rather than sitting about waiting to go and then obviously not getting in till late, so it's better like that. Like I said, I don't have a shift tomorrow, which I was supposed to have originally, so that's good. And then I've got a long one on Sunday, but obviously this is about, there's 2 days before then, so I'll update you as we go along on today's journey and some of the meetings later. Just like that, we're back in Leamington. It did take about 3.5 hours, but because it felt like we were always changing trains or trying to rush to the next one, it felt like incredibly quick. It was like 45 minutes to Barking, then we did 45 minutes on the tube to Paddington, and then we did 20 minutes, or like 25 minutes to Reading, and then we had like a 4-minute changeover, and then that train from Reading was direct to here, Leamington, which took, well, like an hour exactly, pretty much, and now we're here. So yeah, really lovely scenery through like Oxfordshire and stuff like that, and now we are back. So here we go. I literally got back about 10-15 minutes ago, but doing a sales call with somebody in, well, about 15 minutes time, as you can see, and then I've got an onboarding with that client I was talking about a couple of days ago in, well, at 5:30 later this afternoon. So I'm going to basically be editing all the vlogs that you would have seen from the days before. Just after this, I have a little call for someone about some co-working space as well, that I've just booked in, because I wouldn't say I'm exactly ready for it just yet, but obviously I want to be just understanding what I would need, and I just want to have these kind of calls and have these kind of serious conversations with people, because I feel like in my head it kind of sets the expectation of, okay, you've had a serious call with somebody about your own business, about getting your own office space for it, and it really pushes you to try and get to the level that is required to need that, if that makes sense. I'm very much a person that I like to have, a set workspace, and I don't like mixing spaces. And as much as I don't like the idea of like traditional 9 to 5, I guess it's not necessarily about the travel. I do, in a weird way, quite like the idea of traveling like definitely a short distance, like not like very long, but I do like the idea of leaving in the morning and coming back in the evening and have done a day's work, and just know as soon as you walk through either door, you either start the work or you stop the work. And there's no bleed then, in terms of, as long as you productive and organised in how you set out your work and how many hours it is that you actually do in that office, then other than that, it's, I feel like that will work well for me. Like I said, I'm not in that position yet. It's probably going to cost a lot, especially when I need to do meetings. It's not just like, I can't just be sitting around in co-working space, because I would need to be able to book meeting rooms to, well, have calls in. So he might then say, oh, well, you're going to need dedicated workspace, and it's like this amount a month, and I'm like, God. But it's one of those things where if that is necessary, then again, it will push me to want to work harder so that I can get to that position with the business. So I've literally just come off that sales call. Went really well. I think just everything I was saying, I think I did really well in terms of, like, I think that's one of my best sales calls I've done. And, well, it went my way because she signed up. And not only that, but I pitched her on the 15% $299 setup fee. $299 right there. She did it on the call. Like, everything went exactly as it should. And obviously I've got that onboarding with I've got an onboarding with a client later on today, and she still hasn't paid. So it's going to be the same amount. So if that all goes ahead, and to be honest, I'm like on a high at the minute because I haven't had a client come on in a long time by now, to be honest. And the fact that we're not even 10 days into the new year and just over a week in, I've literally just come back from Paris yesterday, and I was traveling from like 8 a.m. till 11:30 today. Got on the call at 12, sold her, made all this money. It might be a £600 day, which will be the most amount of money I've ever earned in a day ever. I mean, it probably already is the 299 because the most I've ever been paid an hour, like a part-time job, is like 13 quid, and £300 is a lot of hours if you're trying to do that in one day. I mean, is that even possible on that? Even if you did it in 24 hours? I don't know, it would be. Well, literally just about. 24 hours at £13 an hour is like about £300. So that's the same amount I've just earned in 2 hours is the same as if I worked a 24-hour shift at my part-time job. So I'm working out that things have leverage like this, and hopefully I'll be able to take payment of the other one as well later on today. But it's turned into a really busy day. I'm going to be fucking exhausted, and I'm actually doing the onboarding for that client tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. just because it should just be the 1 hour that I need to do it with her, and then I should be fine to have a normal day, since I don't have work. But yeah, really positive stuff. I'll keep you updated with my other 2 calls for today. Okay, so it's about 5:30 now. Was going to have a meeting just now, but a client she's got a few issues that needs to sort before we go ahead with the onboarding. I'm going to hear some more tomorrow from her. And obviously tomorrow morning I'm also onboarding the client that I got today. So yeah, I received my first payment of the year for the business. It's like the second payment from a client ever, technically, because I received the £400 from a client last year now, I guess, like in November, and then I received some commission payments from her. But yeah, this could be a deal that could be worth like a bit of money for me, because obviously I've taken £300 now, but 15% of a £180 thingy or whatever, if I get 10 bookings of those in the next month, obviously I could be getting £500-600 just from this client. And then you think if I have 2 of those clients, I will have equaled my income at Audi, which is great. Like, that could be in a couple of months' time now, a few weeks even. But yeah, that's it.